Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, 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 family. Today we're going to do a lower chakra healing balance. And so that's going to include the root, sacral, and solar plexus. So we have something to represent each thing. Black tourmaline for the root, carnelian for the sacral, and yellow calcite for the solar plexus. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to say our prayer together. We're going to do some cleansing on both sides. And we're going to work on that energy. And why it's important to work at that energy right now is that you made it. You're almost at the end of Mercury retrograde. And it's ending in Leo. So you're having that energy there in which let's try to ground down, Leo, you can really think of Leo as very confident. That's the external part. But if you want to be externally confident, you got to be internally confident. You got to start from the inside and then blossom out, not the other way around. You don't see a flower then turn into a bud and then go back into a seed. No, it's the other way around. And then that seed goes down, drops to the ground, gets some nourishment, and continues to grow like that. So we got to continue to do that. We got to let our roots take place, that seed of growth, and the confidence that really blossoming out. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and get started. And with your permission, can I say a prayer? Okay, thank you. Dear Mother, Father, God, and all for our highest good, the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kaduri, the Archangels, the ancestors, the spirit guides, spirit animals, and all for our highest good, please root us down and heal our lower chakras, as well as giving us a general balance of all of our chakras. Please heal our aura, letting go of any karma from this life or the past, releasing us into the new life, letting any lower vibrational energy in our life move on to its next evolutionary path, and us be rooted in our confidence and our gifts that we have for ourselves, and being a beacon and a pillar of hope to the community. And I say this, and I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, so good job, beautiful. Let's go ahead and do some Palo Santo. We're going to do some Reiki symbols. We're going to clear each other out. And as you know, we clear as a community, so I'm going to clear myself. I'm going to clear you as well. Okay. Okay, now it is time to clear you out. So let's go ahead and take this. Let's start in your root. Please, God, clear out their root chakra so that they can be rooted down in who they are, building up nutrients in their body and pulling up all that delicious water and hydration for their soul. Okay. Please, God, clear out their sacral so that they can bring forth their creative ideas, whether that be actual passion projects or physical life. Okay, bring that back up to the solar plexus. Please, God, clear out their solar plexus so that they can move in this world with pure confidence, growing internal to external. Continue to breathe here. Clearing out your heart now. Please, God, clear out their heart so that they may be connected to their highest purpose. Next, your throat. Please, God, clear out their throat so that they may be able to speak their truth. Now we're going to go to the brow. Please, God, clear out their brow so that they may be able to see a vision of their divine truth in their future. Amen. And last but not least, the crown. Please, God, clear out their crown so that they may be connected to the divine and always know that they are supported, loved, valued, and never alone. Okay, take a deep breath out in. We're going to bring that energy up. Exhale. Inhale, bring that energy down. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to breathe, protecting your aura around you, releasing you from your karmic path. Allowing any lower vibrational energy to move on to its next energetic path. This is the transformational flame of Saint-Germain. So go ahead and make a visual connection with this and move those lower vibrational energies here. You always have this here for you to move that energy forward. So I'm going to go ahead and do some Reiki symbols to continue this energetic flow. So take a couple deep breaths here. And I want you to imagine a golden white light just beaming on you from your head to your shoulders all the way down to your toes. It's a cool warmth. You're feeling it energize your body. This is the energy of God, the universe, whatever it is you want to call it. And it is giving you your divine energy. You are always available to have this connection. In our healing practice, we are very active in connecting, but just know that you can take on this connection at any time. So continue to breathe. Each deep breath, you're breathing in more of that golden white light. You're feeling it up in your lungs. You're feeling it move to your shoulders, to your arms, to your limbs, to your legs, to your toes, to your feet, all the way up into your head. Even that area around you, your boundaries, that protective layer, that layer that needs to be nice and strong. Remember, we are not martyrs here. We stand up for truth. We stand up for justice. And sometimes that means taking a stand. Sometimes that means being understanding. But no, we're no longer going to give more to others than we have for ourselves. So let's just take a couple more breaths in, breathing in that air, that divine connection to God, that strength. Remembering that we have this solar plexus strength. So breathe it in. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Third time. Inhale. Putting it on your solar plexus. Exhale. Breathe that air right there. Okay. Continue to breathe like that. Good job. Fantastic job. So I'm just going to go ahead and just scan your aura, your esoteric layers. Just kind of want to see where you're at as a community. If you're watching this video, that means you and everyone else who's watching the video, you as well as myself, we're having a similar healing experience. So you have your personal healing needs, of course, but there are sometimes we're drawn to certain things as a collective. And when I'm scanning our community aura together, and that's myself included. We're all in here healing. The beautiful thing about Reiki is that you receive the healing, and I receive the healing too, because I'm acting as a facilitator for God and the facilitator for the universe, or whatever it is you want to call it. It doesn't have to be religious. The energy is not coming from me. The energy is coming from divine source. So as I'm channeling that energy down here and asking for it to be channeled towards your direction, I'm actually not losing any energy. That's a good thing. So continue to breathe, just scanning it out. And remembering, we're focusing on those lower chakras. So we're focusing on that solar plexus. So I'm going to feel that first. And it actually feels pretty good, okay? It feels pretty good. The lower your chakras are, the closer you're going to feel that layer towards your body, and the higher you get, the farther away it's going to be. So judging from what I'm feeling as a community, we're feeling pretty good. I am feeling this bounce back and forth. So I definitely feel like there are outliers and there's certain levels of the spectrum, but that's okay. So let's go ahead and we're going to actually start with the solar plexus. We're going to start with that center part, okay? So just look at the crystal. I'm going to take my hand. I'm going to put it right behind you so that you know you're supported by community. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Blow that. Right there. Good job. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and place it on your chest. Okay. Placing this on your chest. Hands still behind you. God, please release their solar plexus so that they can be connected to their greatest confidence. Allow them to blossom if they are early bloomers. If they are late bloomers, allow them to blossom in their full confidence. Give them a lightness. If they need some healing from feelings of being vulnerable and that being taken advantage of, please allow that healing to occur. If they actually need some more structure, they need some strength and, need a little kick in their butt, then please allow that healing to unravel and continue to move forward so that we get exactly what it is that we need. The most important part is that we are confident. We're not giving more than we have to give, but we're also not living in a place of no power. This solar plexus is for our greatest confidence. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, ashe. Okay, beautiful. So continue to breathe here at the solar plexus. And what I was getting there, just to focus on a little bit, I'm working your aura right now to kind of free up space so that you can do what you want to do, get that energy moving on to its next evolutionary path, as well as not being burdened by the karma of the past. Okay. Trying to just get it out. Okay. But during the prayer, what I was noticing is that when I said a kick in the butt, that is not in any way to be disrespectful to people who are going through certain things. What I'm saying is that we're all on a spectrum and a continuum of times. And it really doesn't matter if you've been hurt a lot of times or you've hurt other people a lot of times. We've all been, you and I included, we've all been the victim, we've all been the victimizer. And so to really draw that solar plexus energy, we got to take accountability for that. And taking accountability for that can be very, very difficult if you're in a low energetic vibrational place. Just smoothing that over a little bit. Sometimes you can feel so low or so sad or feel like you're so out of control that it just seems like, how can I take control of the situation? When the reality is, it's your perspective. You can take control of the situation now. You might need some help. I say it all the time. If you need some professionals, mental health professionals, of course, we have, friendship therapy, but please do not rely on friendship therapy to be your main source. You don't have to, and you shouldn't burden your friends with all your problems, but they are there to help you as well as you are there to help them. And I'm being very upfront right now because that is what solar plexus energy is. It's very upfront energy. That means no matter how low you're feeling, look, you got to take the first step and you got to call a mental health professional to get you where you need to. Look at your insurance if you have insurance to see that coverage. If you don't have insurance, look to see what you have through your community, through your county, through your city. If you're in school, through your school. If you're at work, through your job, there might be group things. You can look on things on Meetup to see more recreational things like having community workouts, things like that. Endorphins definitely help you to raise your mood. But I'm saying this, that no one, not your parents, not your children, not the people in your life, and not even people that you're paying, can motivate you or get you to do anything that you don't want to do. You have to do it. And I'm telling you, you have the power. So I want you to take 3 deep breaths in and breathe in that power. Inhale. Exhale. Pulling out all the excuses. Inhale. Exhale. Final time. Make it count. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Good job. No more excuses. You're going to take an action today and you're going to be realistic. You're not going to overload yourself. You're going to do one thing. And I believe you will do that. So let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Carnelian, which is for our sacral. That means bringing our creative ideas or actual physical babies to life. So that's that. So we're going to go ahead and put this on your sacral. Okay, I got my left hand behind. So take a deep breath in. Exhale. 2 more. Final breath. Doing a fantastic job. Now draw that energy down from the solar plexus. Allow more energy to rise in the sacral and just see this symbiotic relationship, this energy just flowing back and forth. So we're going to go ahead and say our prayer now, okay? God, please release any energy, add energy, or move any energy in the sacral so that they feel their creative ideas or their actual physical babies move forward. Allow that energy to connect to the solar plexus up and the solar plexus to connect back down to the sacral so that they know that they have both the confidence and they have the actual creativity to bring their unique ideas into life. Release any overthinking. Please, God, universe, source, whatever it is that our community needs to hear your name as, please allow them to know that they are infinitely connected to creativity, and it is their creativity that brings out the uniqueness of them, and this is their opportunity to blossom. So please give them the confidence. If they feel like they are not confident enough to do so, let them know they are. Let them know that they do not need other people to agree with them as they're going through it, and allow them to be resilient and strong. And I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Okay, continue to breathe here. I'm going to give you this so you can continue to focus on it. And I'm just moving that solar plexus energy, continuing to move it through so it doesn't feel stuck. And what came up for me there as I was doing the prayer, it's like a plan too, but doing the prayer for community, was that this feeling of being unique. You know, being creative is about being unique, as well as there was another feeling that came up too, overthinking. So if you're creative, that means you're coming up with your unique ideas. That means people aren't always going to get it. But the lesson there is to build up resilience and build up your craft. Whatever it is you're doing, continue to get better as you're doing that. And that is actually going to be very healing within itself. But overthinking, creativity, this feeling that, you know, you're everywhere at one time, when really try to make a conscious effort to pare down and do one thing, maybe just for the week. Okay. And now, good job. We're going to root down and close it on out. So this is black tourmaline, my favorite. rooting down in this time of Mercury in retrograde, feeling freedom, looking at this stone. A couple breaths here. 2 more. Final breath. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we're going to put this right on your lap, right where your root chakra is. I'm going to actually take both hands this time. I'm just going to send that energy to your root. I'm going to start by doing this prayer. God, please clear and cleanse out the community's root chakra so that they may be able to root down deep, pulling up the nutrients, pulling up the hydration into their energy, allowing that energy to flow up to the solar plexus, that solar plexus energy to flow back down to the root, and again up to the sacral, back down to the root, flowing to each other, flowing to one another, energy going up and energy going down. And we say all of this in the name of I am. So that was kind of short and sweet and to the point, and I think because I felt like in clearing out the solar plexus and the sacral, it felt like we were just naturally rooting down because we had this downward motion. But wherever you're at, go ahead and plant your feet flat on the ground. Sit up and have good posture. Okay. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring that energy down. Imagine that you're rooting down all the way to the center of the earth. Inhale, bring that energy up. Imagine that you're pulling all those grounding nutrients up. Your solar plexus, sacral, all the way up to all your chakras, all the way to your crown. Exhale, bring it back down. We're going to do this 3 times to balance all of our chakras. Inhale, root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, all the way to the crown. Exhale, bring it down. Now we're going to go the opposite direction. Inhale, bringing that energy from the crown to the third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, all the way down to the root. Good job. Let me feel you right now. Let me see what's going on. Okay. You're feeling really excellent right now. So I just want you to know you're doing great. And if you've been watching these videos for quite a while, know that you are improving. Just energetically, you're feeling a lot better. So continue to connect with your purpose, connect with all of these things that we're healing as a community for. We're all here. I am a facilitator of the space. I am not the one who does the healing work for you, simply a facilitator. I've got enough on my plate doing my own healing journey, but I love to be here and watch community. So if you have any healing stories that you want to share in the comment, please feel free to do so. It is so lovely to hear that, as well as if you want to just give some confidence and some higher vibrational energy, we are all receptive and we receive that. And if you have not heard it today, I want you to know that I love you, community loves you, and we're all here for you. So come on, let's go ahead and just clear ourselves out with this Palo Santo, and then we're going to disconnect, okay? So I'm going to clear you out, your root, okay, your sacral, your solar plexus, all the way to your throat, your third eye, your crown, and last but not least, that heart. Clearing out your aura, your karma from the past and the future and the present, disconnecting my energy with you and allowing you to just take one more breath. Inhale, exhale, bring that energy right there. Good job. So I'm going to clear myself out. Thank you, God. 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 Okay. Okay, community. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. I love you so much. Thank you so much. If you love the channel, please like and subscribe. If you're new, you are welcome back at any time. But until next time.